Very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, I will discuss about plastic pollution. As around 173 countries are converging in Republic of South Korea to negotiate a treaty so that they can curb the plastic pollution in future. If we talk about this plastic pollution, the data given by OECD, which is Organization of Economic Development and Cooperation, and the data says that the plastic production has doubled from the year 2000 to 2020. The production in 2000 was around 239 million ton. Meanwhile, the production in 2020 was around 460 million ton. That means it has completely doubled. It is now contributing 3.6% to global greenhouse emissions. That means it is also contributing to global climate change. So there is a need to curb plastic pollution, as the most of the plastics go into the river, oceans and drainage of every country, which blocks the drainage, affects the life of whole people. It affects the marine life as well, as it also takes around 20 to 500 years to decompose into microplastics. This microplastics creates a lot of health problems among human beings related to their neurosystem, cardiovascular system, respiratory system and several health issues. So it is quite necessary these days to negotiate a treaty to form curb on plastic pollution. And what is on the negotiating table? Then on the negotiating table, countries are discussing to tackle this problem with sustainable effects or sustainable treaty so that we can curb on its production. There is a need to ban certain type of plastics. There is a need to form environment friendly plastics, and also there is a need to form a technology to counter this plastic production. Also there is a need to form a treaty so that every country will acquire a technology from each member or every other country and can use this technology to sustainably recycle this plastic, as there is a need of recycling as well. At the same time, we cannot ban proper use of plastic, because it is also affecting the life of those nations whose economy are dependent on plastic production. As many countries in the Middle East, which are oil-rich countries, underdeveloping countries like UAE, Russia, Saudi Arabia, though Russia is not that much contributed to plastic production, but these Middle East countries are hugely dependent on plastic production. So there is a need for them to curb certain type of plastics. There is a need for every country to ban certain type of plastics so that we will use the recycled plastics. And the use of recycled plastics will definitely curb the contribution of plastic toward greenhouse gas emissions. So for the future point of view, if we talk about if India as well, India is producing around 26,000 ton plastic every day, and the recycle rate is only 8%. So in India as well, there is a need of recycling for the future. Thank you.